Hi everyone, how's it going? I brought my friend Chip the Beaver here. Now Chip is here because we have a special message to tell you that today is Canada Day. Now why would I say today is Canada Day? Well, on July 1st is when we celebrate Canada's birthday, and in case not everyone knows, I actually am from Canada. I am from the province of Ontario. Now, Canada is full of lots of provinces and territories. And it's a big country. It's huge. It would take a while if you wanted to explore all of it. Not even I explored all of it. Although I do know the names of the provinces and territories. Now, as for Chip here, he is out here for a video because, well, he wanted to say hi to everybody. And Chip is also a beaver. And did you know that beavers can be found in Canada? You won't find them in a lot of other places. Well, maybe sometimes. It all depends on where you are. But they are mostly found in Canada. So Chip here wants to help share our story. Don't you, Chip? And our story is actually like a bedtime story. So if you're watching this before you go to bed, or right before nap time, then it's the perfect time to do so. Or if you want to watch it during the daytime, that's okay too. Because our book is called Goodnight Canada in honor of Canada Day. And I even have a Canada Day shirt. Canada, my home. As it is my home. It says here, settle down to sleep by sending out good night to friends from coast to coast to coast. As the pages turn from east to west, then up to north, to tuck in the rest. Each province and territory comes to life, full of details to be poured over again and again. A perfect bedtime book. Now, this book will go through all of Canada, so sit back, relax, grab a cozy blanket if you want, and let us enjoy the story. Chip will be watching too from the side, so I'll have to ask him what he thinks too. And look, if we look very closely here, that's a beaver, and a moose, and a bear, and other animals that we see in Canada. We may see them in other places, like if we live in Europe or the United States of America, we may see them there. But Canada is the most likely spot. And they have a message for you. I'm in bed in my house, where the land meets the sea. If I sit at the window, will you look for me? Where are you out there? Are you off to bed too? Then good night to me, and good night to you. Good night to us, and Canada too. Good night to the provinces, sea to sea. Good night to the territories. 1, 2, 3. We'll follow the dusk from east to west and up to the north to tuck in the rest. And so, good night, Newfoundland and Labrador. Good night, Nova Scotia. Good night, Prince Edward Island. Good night, New Brunswick. Good night, Quebec. Goodnight, Ontario. That's where I live. Goodnight, Manitoba. Goodnight, Saskatchewan. Goodnight, Alberta. Goodnight, British Columbia. And up to Yukon, good night. Yukon is up near the territories. Not a lot of people live up there because it can be very cold and very lonely. Good night, Northwest Territories. Good night, Nunavut. And good night, world. And those are the names of all of our provinces and territories. And if you look through all the pictures, it can closely show you what represents each province away. In this Canada with the maple leaf in the middle, that is the Canadian flag, as we are called Canadians. And did you know there are some books that were made in Canada and written by Canadian authors? I may have to read one sometime if we're interested. So we shall see what happens. Maybe I'll do an extra book on this month just to celebrate that it's Canada Day. And I just like enjoying stories with everybody. And it's also summer. And summer is a great time of year. I think our bookmate Chip a little sleepy though, as he hasn't really said much. Well, I guess it's bedtime for this beaver. But I sure hope everyone enjoyed this story. And thank you so much for tuning in. But now I need to tune out. Thank you, everyone, and I will see you next time. And until then, Makes the Bookworm says, Happy Canada Day and have a wonderful day. See you later.